Hi everyone, this is Caitlin Springer from the Florida Orchestra, and I am here to share some scale practice with you guys. Over the next few days, I want to go through all of these one octave scales that I have in my Phase 1 packet and kind of delve deep into them so that we learn them and we also use them to hone our technique. So first we're going to start with C major, and first I want to just double check my tuning, make sure my instrument's really in tune, so I'm just going to do that really quick. Just double checking, because if our instrument's out of tune, then this is all a big old waste of time. So make sure you tune up your instrument, take a minute right now, get your tuner out, tune it up so that when we play our C major scale, it sounds really good. Alright, so C major, I'm just going to play it. This is the one octave scale, starting from the middle C. So if you're a violinist or a violist, it'll sound the same, which is nice. Alright, so I'm just going to do half notes, just like it says on the page. Just to keep a nice little focus here, I'm going to put on my metronome. A little slower than that, maybe 88. Ready? Go. How'd you do? Let's go a little bit deeper, and even if we feel like we did a great job with that, the sound was fine, intonation was fine, everything was fine, let's go for something better. Let's go for something more. So let's take one aspect of this. I want to take the intonation and see if we could really make it as pristine as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a drone on. And if you have a tuning app, a lot of the tuning apps also have a drone setting. I want you to start practicing with that and using that. And I'll share some apps that you could download for free that work really well for this. So I'm just going to set my drone onto C. And I'm going to play up until the F natural. That's always the stickiest note in our C major scale at the beginning of it. So I'm just going to play and freeze on the C. Turn my drone up a little bit. Is that the F that I want? Gotta check that fourth finger D too, right? Yum, bum. Sure that my fourth finger D is the one that I want first. So what I did there is I took a second, I stopped playing, I froze on the note before, and then I sang the next pitch so I knew what I wanted to hear. And by knowing what I wanted to hear, when it actually came out of my viola, I could say, that was good. Otherwise, we're just guessing. So I'm going to do that one more time. All right, sing it. All right, now if it was too high, if it sounded a little sour, just bring your finger back so it's a little closer to your first finger and see if that doesn't help. Let's do it one more time. Until it's really an F that you like. Now we're going to keep going, and then on the way back down the scale, we're going to freeze on that F again just to make sure it's still good. Yum. standard F, right? And now I think I could play with a different dynamic. What do you think? I'm going to try using more bow and getting more sound. So I'm going to do C major one more time. I'm not going to freeze on the note, but I'm going to listen attentively and make sure that it's good. This is for sound, more bow. Cool, so I made sure it was in tune, and then I allowed myself to make more sound and to make it a more beautiful sound. So intonation comes first. That's the lesson for today. You can't make a beautiful sound if it's sour. So intonation first. And now we've got the intonation, we've got the sound, the big bow, the big beautiful sound. Now I'm going to test that metronome one more time. So this is our third aspect of how we're going to use this C scale to improve our playing. Now we're going to work on our rhythm. I'm going to keep the half notes. 1, 2, ready, go. So those are just some ways that you could take a normal scale, 1 octave scale, no matter what level you are. If you're a beginner, if you've been playing for 10 years, if you've been playing for as long as I've been playing, because I do this all the time. I do patterns and scales thinking about where I want to focus on. So use these scales, use your scale time to increase your level and to hone your technique. It's all about great technique while you're doing your scales. So, happy scale time, and I will see you next time.